Hello, everyone. Welcome to part 3 of our guest choices playthrough through Stray Gods, the role-playing musical. With me is Joe, who is making almost all of the choices, apart from who we romance, because that was already set in stone when we started this. So, with that, let's jump in. Unless you're not ready yet. Okay, let's jump in.
Going to Medusa's.
Okay. Not Apollo. No, we did talk to Apollo.
We talked to Apollo.
Yeah, let's go to Medusa.
This must be the Viper's Nest. Scariest part of town, no sign. Just that one dude glaring at everyone. Well, I'm here now. Just another day in the life of an idol.
Grace, of all the places to run into a friend. I'm the one who told you about this place. You didn't expect my curiosity to get the better of me?
Tell me the truth.
You aren't just curious, Pan. Why are you really here? The truth this time.
I need to have some dastardly ulterior motive other than to be of assistance. For shame, Grace.
Uh-huh.
It's true. I am a bad man, and I spoke poorly. I did not, however, want you wandering into this without advice.
What's your advice?
If you have any advice, Pan, I'm all ears.
Well, I assume you know how Medusa became what she is.
Apollo mentioned it, yeah.
It is a sad, sad tale. Athena cursed her. A travesty of justice if there ever was one. Thing is, Athena no longer has the power to undo the curse. Or so she says. What I'm trying to say is that Medusa is not happy about it. Perhaps that's something you can use.
Is she really a spy master?
Apollo said she's some kind of spy master for Athena. Is that right?
A truer description, I'd say, is that she's more Athena's servant. Poor thing can't survive on her own. So she's become whatever Athena needs. Spy master, enforcer, provider of garden statuary.
She sounds terrifying.
More importantly, Grace, she's clever. Medusa will be no simple target.
Can she really turn people into stone?
Medusa is the one who turns people into stone just by looking at them, right?
People, yes. Idols, not so much. Or that's my assumption. I'll admit to not knowing if she's ever turned her gaze on one of us.
I could go in there and boom, statue time?
Maybe. Probably not.
Okay, so what's Medusa really like then?
Medusa's clever and works for Athena, but what's she really like?
She doesn't exactly come to the parties, Grace. Medusa is an enigma to most of us. If idols hide in the shadows, she lurks in even darker places. She's an outsider, and she loathes us as much as she needs us.
Is she dangerous?
Let's just say we're all rather relieved she stays away.
Okay, enough talking. Time to do this.
See, that's the spirit. Now there's simply the matter of getting you in before she's aware you're here.
And you'll help me with that?
As best I can, certainly. Though I do hope you have some kind of plan. A word of advice before we proceed. Once you find Medusa, make the number a knockout.
Also, funnily enough, this is the first time I'm here without Freddy, because she usually shows up before Pan.
Oh, shit.
We managed to get it to the point where we don't have Freddy here.
Oh my god.
So, how do
Okay.
you want to get in? You have
You
3 choices.
Let's use a distraction.
My good man! What in the three hells is the meaning of this?
Sir, you're gonna have to...
I'm going to have to what? Do you have any idea what it took for me to come all this way? I am a producer? A producer of records? Yes, records, and that makes me very
Nicely
important
done.
in the
Now just keep them
industry
busy
of
while I
record
look
producing?
around.
Where is the entourage?
Oh my god.
How do you think this treatment will reflect upon your
I am
yourself?
offended.
I'm offended. Offended!
I never had him do that.
Oh my
Distraction, that was epic.
god, that was great.
I've never seen that one. And now for the number.
Oh, it's also a hookah bar? Hello, let's go.
Hiding in the light, such a long day. Dreaming of tonight, this sacred bite. Hello, who's that there? You've messed up my flow. Just get your drink, girl, and take your seat. Oh, it's the muse. There are sacred bites, and then there's this sacred bite. So wrong, so right. I'm really gonna hate myself tonight.
Oh my god. The temptation to go full red for this, even though I don't want to do this.
You
Oh,
will
God.
want to make at least one blue choice because there is a thing that you can only do on the clever path that you're on. That is a blue choice. But that's later on in the song.
Okay, you don't want to fight me.
Medusa, listen, stop, I'm warning you. This is something you don't want to do.
Tell me more about me, look at you. A prime sashimi with opinions too.
Medusa, listen, I'm warning you.
Yes, keep on warning
There's no
me.
rewinding, it's something you can't undo. Can't undo.
It's kind of the point, lovely.
Now
Look into me. Your body goes freely every time on. I see its tendons turning jelly. I see
Fight the paralysis.
What'd you say, Grace? You okay, Grace? Where's the game face this time? You are currently experiencing something I like to call the preparation. Any questions or comments? That's right, it is widely known that I can turn folks to stone. But oh, I won't this time. Because this time I find dine that oozy musy bloods my wine this time.
I'm not worth your trouble.
Look into me. Oh, she's looking away. Hey,
I'm just a temporary muse. Wait,
a temporary muse.
I'm not worth the price.
It's not
I'm
something you can choose.
not some exotic slide. I'm a faded
Don't you serve Athena?
Nice try.
You and Athena. Here's the thing I don't get. Are you her spy, some sort of PI, or more like her pet? Am I hurting the mood when I mention her name?
The fact that she'd hate that you're on my plate only makes me more game.
Use my phone.
Look into
Medusa, look into your own eyes. Nope. Okay, the phone thing doesn't work on you. Ooh. Nevertheless, let's take a look at you. Fan called you hideous. That's just untrue.
enough.
I'd kill for eyes like that. The body too.
Don't look at me.
Maybe the hair needs some attending to.
Don't look at me.
Big picture, honey. It's nothing you can't undo. Yeah, you're not a killer. You're much too cute.
You're lost, little girl. No more Hail Marys. We both know the cute girl's you. The killer's me.
Don't know, you don't know.
I do know that you didn't
Kill Calliope. So you know that it's true that I didn't do it.
know.
Yes,
Apollo could help you.
No, does that mean Athena knows?
No. Fine grace.
Don't you see, Medusa? You are just her tool. Your queen's a user. You're Athena's fool. Apollo could get you free. He's a friend to me.
That's what you said to me.
Can get you free. Is that a yes?
That's a maybe.
Did I miss something? I was hoping my entrance would be more dramatic.
Is he serious?
That depends. What do you think, Medusa? Will you help me out?
Oh, fine. Fine. What exactly is it that you want, pretty muse?
So funny thing, only with the clever path can you actually propose her that Apollo can help her.
Nice.
And that's available only on the clever path.
Happy I chose it. Why were you at the reliquary?
You were at the reliquary the night Calliope was murdered. I want to know why.
Blast! This is why I didn't tell Lady Athena. I knew it would come back to haunt me. I only followed pretty Calliope to the reliquary. I never spoke to her, never even caught up to her. I swear it.
But you were there that night.
Yes, I admit it. Ugh, Lady Athena will have my head. She'll mount it on a pike. Whatever you might think of me, I had no part in the muse's death. I did not even know she'd been attacked until I saw her fleeing.
Why were you following Calliope?
You followed Calliope to the reliquary. Why were you shadowing her at all?
I am Lady Athena's spy master, yes. Calliope has been trouble from time to time.
Trouble enough to keep an eye on,
I keep watch over every idol who no longer lives in Olympus, but especially Calliope. When I realized she was headed to the reliquary that eve, I followed. I had a duty to Athena.
Did you find out why she was there?
Did you ever find out why Calliope went there?
I was never close enough to ask. When I drew near to the reliquary, that is when I saw the muse fleeing. She was frightened, blooded, dying.
A tasty snack for you to hunt down.
I gave chase, yes, but to discover the truth. I knew Lady Athena would wish to know.
That does make sense from your perspective.
I didn't learn the truth until later. And then it was far too late.
You didn't tell Athena?
You haven't told Athena any of this? You agreed to help, remember?
I told her Calliope was at the reliquary that night. I did not tell her I was also there.
Why not? Wouldn't Athena find out from Hecate anyway?
I was not thinking clearly. I panicked. Lady Athena barely tolerates my presence as it is. If she thought I was involved in any way, if she even suspected...
How can we believe you?
Why should we believe you? You did just try to eat me, remember?
I agreed to help you. I speak the truth.
One that conveniently paints you as innocent.
You presented an opportunity. Oh, to taste the sweet, sweet blood of a hero once again. It's a problem. I've been working on it, I really have.
Oh.
Well, what of you? The only reason I knew Calliope was going to the reliquary is because you informed me.
Well,
Oh, is that so?
it is true. But Grace, I can explain.
I'll bet you can. Let's put a pin in that for the moment, shall we?
I am a monster. It's true, I do not deny it. It's still, I did not kill the muse.
Asterion said you two met.
Asterion said he caught up with you out in the fog. Is that right?
I thought he was the one who had attacked her. He is a great beast of a creature.
Oh, that seems rather unlikely. The bull's as gentle as a lamb.
Yes, I only realized my mistake once I caught up to him, and by then the muse was gone.
And you never found her afterwards?
I thought she might flee to her pretty home, or to the sharp and prickly Persephone. She did neither.
Yeah, she came to see me. Okay, let's say we believe you. For the moment.
I've told you everything I know. We have a bargain. You said my curse might be lifted.
I'll ask Apollo. That's all I can do.
Whatever you do, pretty muse, I beg you. Do not tell Athena of my indiscretion. Show mercy. I know what I am horrifies you. It horrifies me as well. I cannot help what I am. I did not ask to be cursed like this.
Have you done this before?
Whether I tell Athena depends. Have you done this before?
I...
Medusa, what happened to Artemis?
She left? I am a lost and cursed thing. No idol. If Lady Athena should learn the truth... I hope you find what you seek, pretty muse. And that we meet again someday. And sing a different song.
Now, before you say anything...
You knew. Right from the start, you knew Calliope was there that night.
Well, yes. She asked for the key and I gave it to her, no questions asked. I never lied to you, Grace. I said I didn't know what became of Calliope at the reliquary, and I didn't. But I wanted to, so I nudged you in the right direction.
Why did you do that?
Why? Is there some reason you need to know what happened to Calliope?
Is that so strange? Don't we all desire justice?
You sent me to the reliquary because you wanted justice.
I am trying to help, Grace. In my way.
In your way?
What do you mean, in my way? What way is that?
The way where I don't take all the blame.
What else will I discover, Pan? I'd rather learn it now than later.
I wish I could tell you, Grace. I truly do.
What I find kinda interesting is that seeing the mythology, I have no fucking clue why Medusa is working for Athena.
I mean, she did get cursed by Athena, so it doesn't.
Exactly. For something that she didn't do and wasn't her fault.
Yeah.
Because Athena is a bit of a bitch.
Yeah.
Vindictive, kind.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Not
it's
badass like Persephone.
Yeah.
Okay, Apollo or home?
I feel like I should talk to Apollo.
Grace, back again so soon. Did you find Medusa after all? You've been on my mind ever since you told me about her.
I did, and it was fine. I told you it would be. Okay, it almost wasn't fine, but it worked out. Nobody got hurt.
I see. Perhaps you'd best tell me what happened then. That sounds like quite the harrowing experience. One that could have gone very poorly indeed.
But it didn't.
It could have, sure, but it didn't.
This time. Still, you learned a great deal.
It cleared Medusa, but Pan, not so much. Just the opposite.
Have you confronted him about it?
He admitted to selling out Calliope, but not to killing her. I don't know if I can believe him.
I've never thought of Pan as a liar so much as a manipulator. Still, he would do anything to protect himself. I'll have to give this some thought. Anything else you'd like to discuss while you're here?
No thanks.
No, that's okay. I'll see you later, Apollo.
So, home.
Yep.
Oh, hi, Grace. I can just call you Grace, right?
That's my name. Where's Freddy?
She went out to get snacks. We were gonna watch TV while we waited, but, well, here you are.
You know Freddy?
What, you and Freddy are friends now? When did this happen?
When I came looking for you, Friday has this movie that I've never seen. Super cool, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, would you rather not share your mortal friends? Anyway, I guess Athena wants to talk? I can zip us over to Olympus anytime, if you're free.
Do I have a choice?
Do I have a choice about seeing Athena? I'm not in the habit of being at anyone's beck and call.
I mean, I guess you could say no, but I wouldn't. If Athena wants something, she's gonna get it eventually. She had that look in her eyes, like she really wants to talk to you.
She could always come here. Everyone else does.
Athena entered the mortal world? And now she doesn't do that ever. Can you imagine?
She never leaves Olympus.
How does Athena manage never entering the mortal world?
She doesn't have to, I guess. Everyone brings her everything she needs. And that creepy owl of hers? Apollo says it's her eyes out in the world. It's everywhere. Watching.
So what, she just never leaves the building?
She'll go to the reliquary and places like that. Just never where mortals are. She wears a toga and calls cars iron horses.
Is this what you do?
So this is what you do? Ferry people around?
I'm the god of messengers, baby. Travelers, doorways, any kind of transition, really. The old Hermes said that the transition part made even more sense for me, which, you know, extra cool, right?
Yeah. That's true.
I can connect any two doorways anywhere, just like that. So it's super easy to take people wherever. I don't mind.
You knew the old Hermes?
You mentioned the old Hermes a lot. You knew him?
Yeah, I was homeless for a while. It wasn't a great time, and he took me in. Everyone's on the same journey, he used to say. Only the roads are different. And then he went on his journey. Man, I still miss him every day.
Wait, isn't he still inside you? Aren't you kind of the same person now?
Not yet. It's only been a year. Maybe I'll feel him again one day. That'd be nice.
Do you like running errands?
You say it's easy, but do you like doing all these errands?
Huh. Yeah, I never thought about it. It's nice to have a purpose. Athena is super sweet, and she has a big, important job. Why wouldn't I want to help her out?
You can't be this nice. Are you for real?
Oh, well, the old Hermes used to say that a willingness to serve is more important than a willingness to be served.
Okay.
I suppose there's no point in putting it off. Do your thing. Take me to Olympus.
Okay. Oh, when you see Freddie, tell her I'm sorry I couldn't stick around for the movie. And mind if I say something?
Sure.
You've changed. I mean, from the person I met when I first came here. When, you know, you got it together really quick.
Thanks, I guess.
Yeah, not like we had a choice.
Yeah.
And now you can pick your second trait.
It's gonna be kick-ass.
Okay.
There you are, Grace. Do have a seat.
I prefer to stand, thanks.
As you like. You've certainly been busy, haven't you? Everywhere I turn, there you are. Including the reliquary.
Oh,
I'm uncertain how you got access, but even you must have realized it's off limits. Particularly for your mortal friend.
You're annoyed?
sorry to be annoying.
I'm not annoyed, my dear. I'm concerned what new trouble you'll find in attempting to escape your old trouble.
Oh, well, I'll try to die more quietly next time.
You think our judgment was rash? It was. In truth, I worried that giving you time, letting us all get to know you, would make it harder in the end. I am sorry, Grace. You may not believe it, but I care deeply. I care about what happens to you and to all the idols.
Like you care about Medusa?
Like you care about Medusa?
You cursed
No, but-
her.
Yeah, because I was about to tell you that Medusa said that we don't tell her that she tried to eat us.
Oh, yeah, no.
She
You
lives
cursed
like that
her.
because you cursed her. Have you even tried to undo it? I'm betting not, because she's useful like this, and that's where your caring ends.
Zeus was the first to leave. King of the gods. And we don't even know what became of him. Vanished into the ether. Poseidon was next. Walked out into the seas, never to be heard from again. Ares betrayed us. Hephaestus saved us. Hades was murdered. And by one of our own. The list goes on.
I mean, as far as we've heard, Hades had it coming.
He had it coming. Like Chicago style. Why are you telling me this?
I've heard most of that, sure. What does it have to do with me?
We are dying, Grace. I don't mean diminishing or drifting apart. I mean, our immortality is disappearing. Very soon now, the idols will be no more. We are a legacy that spans millennia, dating back to the very dawn of humankind. So yes, I care. I will do anything and everything in my power to avoid that fate, even if it appears unfair.
I could have helped you.
Yeah, it's too bad. I've been an idol for 5 minutes, and I've been out there solving problems you've all wrestled with for how long now? I could have helped you, Athena. I could have helped all of you. But you don't see that, do you? You're so busy holding on to what you have. You can't see what you're throwing away.
I know we've put a great deal on your shoulders, Grace. I do. All I called you here to ask is that you please not make my job more difficult than it already is. If you have any other questions or concerns, now's the time to bring them up.
Tell me about Pan.
What do you know of Pan?
Pan? That's not a name I expected to hear. Been sniffing around you, has he?
I have some suspicions, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Pan lurks at the edges because he likes it there, seeking out whatever profit he thinks he can get away with. Avoid him, dear, or he'll stick to you like gum to the bottom of your shoe.
Yeah, too late for that.
Well, is Pan a killer?
Okay, so you don't like Pan much. I get that. But do you think he could kill someone?
We've all killed, my dear. I was once a warrior queen, feared by mortals and gods alike.
Another idol, I mean.
Is that where your investigation has led you? To Pan?
I'm missing something.
Sort of, but I feel like I'm missing something important. Maybe the goddess of wisdom could help me out?
It would be helpful to know what Calliope was doing at the reliquary, but she's not available to ask. Not until you regain her memories, at least.
Why not put off the trial until then? Seems like a good way to solve all this. Yeah?
And trust what you decide to share? I think not.
Who can access the reliquary?
Who has access to the reliquary? Is it anyone with a key, or...
Does it matter? You gained access, so clearly it is not difficult to get. Speaking of which, I don't suppose you'll tell me who gave you that key.
You're kidding, right?
Gave it to me. Athena, I had that key all along.
You what?
It's just like you thought. I used it to attack Calliope that night. Then I brought her back home to finish her off. A mortal with a plan, baby. Stole my way into godhood. Watch me roar.
That's not funny, Grace.
What's funny is that you thought I'd tell you without getting anything in return.
So you went to the reliquary, right?
Speaking of the reliquary, you went there, right? Once Hecate told you what happened?
Yeah, I was not impressed by the delay.
If you had known about that, the night Calliope died, would it have made a difference?
The chances are exceedingly small that you attacked her there, it's true. Yet, Calliope was weakened, which made her more vulnerable prey for an enterprising mortal. One she knew. Perhaps the incidents are connected, perhaps not. I cannot afford the risk of uncertainty, Grace. I'm sorry.
Let's discuss Medusa.
All right, let's talk about Medusa.
Again, if you wish. What of her?
Why does she work for you?
I just have to know why. Of all the people you could have working for you, why her?
We could have left her behind. I elected to bring her because In the end, she is my responsibility. But Medusa didn't want charity. She volunteered to work in my service. It's trying at times. Now, if there isn't anything else,
I'll go.
Yeah, it's not like you didn't make her this way. Like, good for you to recognize that it is your responsibility after all.
Yeah.
I guess I'll get back to my investigation.
I am rooting for you, Grace.
Sure.
If there's another way to resolve this, any way at all, I will take it.
Sure.
Mhm.
Will you? Really?
Good luck. Feel free to take a cookie on your way out.
No, I'm good.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised. Athena has always struggled in a crisis.
Well, that's a nice way of putting it.
Remember, she was a warrior. When pressed, she's always turned to that aspect, sought to maintain absolute control. It'd be hypocritical to say it's wrong of her. She's battled for me as much as for anyone.
Are the idols really dying?
Do you think she's telling the truth about the idols dying out?
Yes, though I find it odd she chose to tell you.
Maybe Athena thought, who'd believe Grace if she blabbed about it anyway?
Sadly, while I'd prefer to stay in her good graces, I doubt that will be possible.
Uh-oh, what now?
You may not like this, but you need to go back to the reliquary.
I bet I know why.
You know, Athena said something to me. That it'd be nice to know what Calliope was doing there in the first place.
As usual, you're way ahead of me.
It's the only piece of the puzzle we're missing. Calliope went there because she had a plan. But what plan?
If she left clues behind, wouldn't Hecate have found them already?
That's a really good question.
Remember how I told you it'd be years before you got Calliope's memories back? Well, it's true, but not entirely.
Okay.
Those memories are inside you. You go somewhere important to Calliope or touch something special to her, you will get flashes, feelings.
Do you want Grace to go to the reliquary so she can have deja vu?
Whatever happened to Calliope there, it ended her life. All we need to do is uncover those memories.
You sure this will work?
Are you sure about this? You want me to wander around hoping something comes to me?
Am I sure? No, I'm not.
Oh, that's comforting.
What if Medusa is lying? What about Pan? We could look into him some more, couldn't we?
Oh, well, do you have a way we could look into those things without encountering even more lies?
Deja vu it is.
What am I supposed to be looking for?
Let's say I do this. What am I hoping to find?
Some memory of what happened to Calliope, even a flash. Anything that gives us something to work with.
And if that doesn't happen?
Make it happen, Grace. As if your life depends on it.
I can really see why the idols call you the cheery one.
Why is she here again?
How do we get into the reliquary?
Last time Freddie and I were there, Hecate wouldn't let us into the reliquary. Not without Athena's permission.
Okay. Do you want to ask Athena for permission?
It just seems like a radical step. For you.
A week ago, I would have said that breaking into the reliquary couldn't be done. A week ago, I couldn't have imagined being here. My stance on a lot of things has changed. If you have another idea, however, I'm happy to go along with it.
The reliquary has alarms.
What about the alarms? I'm not eager to have Asterion chasing me through the fog.
Calliope snuck in without setting off any alarms. At least at first.
Well, I'll be following in Calliope's footsteps, won't I? What if I follow the wrong footstep and set them off?
Then the alarms bring Asterion and Hecate, and all three of us do a great deal of apologizing.
Let's just hope that's all those alarms do.
There's no other way.
Is there really no other way? This seems a bit desperate.
I think that's kind of the point, Grace.
There isn't much time left, and I'm out of ideas that won't take more time than we have.
Well, there's always running, right? Grace leaves the city, goes on a world tour, becomes rich and famous. It's just me. Okay.
Okay.
Back to the reliquary it is.
Any idea
I
how you want to do
her.
this, Grace? Because I'm game to help.
Cool. I'm sure we can figure something out.
I can't go into the reliquary with you, not without tipping off Hecate. But I won't be far. If anything goes wrong, I will come running. But even so, Grace, please be careful.
I hate the fact that I totally would have romanced him had you not gave me the only option of Freddy.
I know. I know. He was my my romance on my first playthrough too, because it just felt natural.
Yeah, it feels natural. Like, it
I mean,
just
you're
makes
amused.
sense.
You're amused. That makes fucking sense.
Oh my god. Okay.
I gotta say, I really appreciate that the people who wrote this game made it so that it really does feel most natural to romance Apollo of all
Mhm.
people you can, because I mean, it makes sense. He's Apollo, you're a muse.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. It'll be fine.
You know me. I'm always careful.
Come on, the time for adventure is now.
Be safe. Both of you.
I will ask you for a short break because I need to go to the toilet.
That's totally fine with me.
Yeah, I will be right back. Let me just turn off my video for the moment. And I am back.
Yay!
So, how do you wanna go in?
Oh god.
I like the one when Freddy distracts Hecate, but that's me.
Yeah, let's go with that, because honestly, the whole distracting thing with Pan earlier was so
Epic.
I am a music producer. Of music.
Yes, the fact that he had an issue with figuring out that he's a music producer and what that entails.
It's like,
Okay, let's go with that.
I fail to see what advice I could provide to you, Farishta Bandi. It's just Freddy. I'm unfamiliar with mortal affairs, Freddy. I do, however, have tea.
Then let's drink tea. And we can talk about books. You have a lot of them.
That would be acceptable. Um, do not worry. It is written that I am not alerted to Grace's presence for another 14 minutes.
I guess I'll keep talking then.
I love that this is how Hecate
Okay,
works.
first part down. Now
She's
I
great.
finally get to see what the reliquary actually
Fuck.
looks like.
Well, they have books.
Lots of books.
Pretty impressive, innit? Don't wander around. Labyrinths are kind of my thing, but you'll get lost. Also, are you supposed to be here?
You can repay me.
Look, you're right. I'm not. I'm sneaking into the reliquary.
No, that's a really, really bad answer. He will be so mad.
Look at it this way. This is your chance to repay me. I helped you when you needed it, didn't I?
Yeah, but I already helped you.
Just give me some time, please.
Well, all right, but be quick and don't touch anything. If Kate finds out...
We never spoke. Thank you. Thank you.
He's so sweet.
I love him so much. He's a precious
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
They'll notice I didn't stay put and come after me. I don't think I have much time. First things first, how do I do this? Where do I even start?
Yeah, this place is not small.
Calliope must have been here. She could have stood in this very spot. Maybe if I just focus. Yeah, it's weird. Like, I've definitely been here before.
So what do you want to look at first? There's a lot of things.
The trident.
Is this an armory, too?
Instrument.
Is that a weapon? A musical instrument? Maybe it's both.
No, in Greek mythology, yeah, it's both.
The scroll.
And now notice what is on the scroll.
I don't even know what language that is.
You
Yeah,
noticed?
that's what I
You noticed what was on the scroll?
thought. It looked like
Wings.
I saw a chart.
Or wings.
And wings.
I think we can assume we know who that one belongs to.
Yeah. Statue.
Shouldn't that be in a museum somewhere?
The mirror.
I gotta warn you, if you want to look at anything else, don't go with mirror.
No, I
Okay.
I think I'm following where we're going.
Good.
This is it. Calliope was here. She was standing right here.
And she...
Uh-oh.
Do you work for Hecate?
Hello? Do you work for Hecate? Are you guardians or something?
Are they the Fates?
No, not the Fates.
Okay then.
Who the fuck? Oh, that's a weapon.
Oh, yes.
What's
And my
happening?
powers don't work on them.
Why didn't it work?
No, it doesn't.
Oh! Grace? Freddy! We've got to run! My powers don't work on them, they just keep coming! No, I won't let you! Freddy!
I'm sorry, did they just kill my girlfriend?
Yep. Sadly, yes.
Oh god. Oh god, Freddy!
Oh no. Oh, Grace.
You summoned the Furies. What? Those beings were the Furies, beyond all our laws. Not idols, but the embodiment of retribution. How did you draw them here? I didn't! There was a big mirror, but I didn't even touch it! There is only one mirror of which you could be speaking. That used by the goddess Nyx to contact the Fates. Using the mirror would not have brought the Furies down upon you. Not unless the Fates themselves decreed it.
Can you help Freddy?
I don't care what brought them. They killed Freddy. You need to help her. I have no power over life and death, Grace. None of us have that. This was no defense or spell of the reliquaries. I do not have the power to summon the Furies, and I know none who do. You should consider yourself fortunate, Grace. They do not desist until retribution has been exacted. But now is when you leave. Pray the knowledge you obtained was worth the price.
I can't leave Freddy.
No, I'm not leaving Freddy. Not like this. All this magic. There has to be something. Don't tell me there's no way to undo this.
We have to leave. We have to leave now.
Well, we don't have many choices about where to go.
Ah.
You alright?
And you said that the part with Aphrodite was the saddest part. I'm so sad.
I said it was the heaviest. I didn't say it was the end of the sad parts. I just said that was the heaviest part.
I'm so sad right now.
I didn't
Oh.
say that this game will not make you cry at any point later on, because yeah, it will. As you can see, there is at
I
least one more
can't
moment.
romance her
but
now. She's dead.
Wait for it.
Okay.
Also, welcome to Act 3.
Grace, I'm sorry. I know what Freddie meant to you.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. We grew up together. She was.
I understand. Is that what happened to Calliope? Was she attacked by the Furies as you were?
Yeah. She meant to use the mirror, but she never had the chance before they came.
The Furies. Sent by the same person, I imagine.
I'm gonna say, I guess that takes Pan out of the equation.
It does.
Quite fucking sure he cannot command the Furies.
Yeah. So who can?
Who could send the Furies after me? Even Hecate had no idea who possessed that kind of power.
Even in our prime, none of the idols had the Furies at our beck and call. Perhaps Zeus, but he's long gone. I honestly didn't know the Furies still existed.
Clearly someone can do it.
I mean, unless they weren't sent, unless they were responding to something else, something you'd done unwittingly. I'm sorry, I'm afraid your guess is as good as mine.
So what are the Furies?
What are the Furies? They didn't seem like people.
They're not. Hecate called them embodiments of retribution, and I suppose that's the best description. They go back to the time before my memory. I was once told they were created to enforce the most ancient laws.
There are ancient laws now?
Decrees one couldn't break, written in blood. Laws even idols abided by in the days of old Olympus. But those surely died with Zeus. Even if they hadn't, you can't have broken any. They're not easy to overlook.
Why did the Furies stop?
If the Furies are so powerful, why did they stop? They just stabbed Freddie and left.
They're not assassins, Grace. They're enforcers of the old laws. I imagine they decided the debt was paid, whatever it was, when blood was spilled. The blood didn't have to be yours.
So if Freddie hadn't interfered...
Then they would have come after you. And they wouldn't have stopped until they were through. Not ever.
What was Calliope trying to do?
I know Calliope was there to use the mirror, but it was just feeling. I still don't understand why.
Well, apparently she wanted to speak to the fates.
Yeah, okay, but why?
The fates are primordial beings, like the Furies. They're said to control destiny. Perhaps Calliope wished to know her destiny. Or change it. I'm not sure.
Are the Fates that powerful?
Can these fates really control the future?
They're tied into fate, as I am. Perhaps they're even where my power stems from, or how Hecate's books are written.
So someone really didn't want Calliope messing with that.
Or you, apparently.
Could it have been the fates? Maybe they don't like being called on now for anything.
I doubt it. If they didn't want to answer the mirror, I'm certain they simply wouldn't.
I don't know what to do. We still have no idea why Calliope wanted to talk to the fates.
Why not ask them?
You too have caused quite the stir. Hecate is beside herself, and Athena is out of her mind. Well done.
How long have you been listening?
Long enough to know that you need another way to speak to the fates, unless you're planning on trying the reliquary again.
No, not a chance. We'll find the truth on our own, Persephone.
If you sent Grace to wander about looking for Calliope's memories, you're already out of options.
What other
we
way?
haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah.
So what other way?
Yeah.
Wait, what's this about some other way? What are you talking about, Persephone?
May I explain it to Grace, or do you have another option, Apollo? If so, now's the time. I thought not. The fates will respond to the ruler of Hades, the true underworld and realm of the dead. What I propose is that we go there and take back the throne that was stripped from me.
Did you plan this the whole time?
Is Apollo right? Is this something you planned all along, Persephone?
Meaning what? What, that I knew what would occur at the reliquary? Perhaps you think I'm the one who unleashed the Furies upon you.
You've waited for this opportunity for over a century.
Waited, yes. Bided my time. And the moment has arrived.
But you came here to help, right?
And I came here to help.
We can overthrow Hades?
Is that something we can do? Just go to the land of the dead and overthrow it?
Truth be told, there isn't much to overthrow. Few mortals still believe in Hades, and thus its halls have been nearly empty for eons.
So how do you...
The throne itself is the key, both symbolically and literally. Claim it, and Hades is yours.
But you can't claim it because you're barred from Hades.
By a rule that we would need to break were we to do this, yes.
How do we find this throne?
How do we get to Hades? Do we need a key, like the reliquary?
Athena took my key, and the entrance at Lake Avernus was sealed long ago, which leaves only Hermes.
They won't take you.
They might, if you ask them to. So your promise to help Grace was an empty one? Step up, for once, and do what she needs you to do. Get us there. I'll lead us to the throne, and Grace can speak with the fates. It's simple.
I love how Persephone just throws it at Apollo every single time.
I'm in.
Okay. No need to keep selling me on it. I'm in.
You are?
Yeah. I need to punch something really hard. Or overthrow hell. I'm good with either of those things.
Did you see that, Apollo? You see, that is what a...
Oh, God.
I can't.
Stephanie.
Sorry. But this is a step too far.
And consider this, Apollo. Grace's mortal friend was slain by the Furies. According to the old laws.
Her soul is in Hades.
What does that mean?
Hold on, wait. What does that mean? If her soul is in Hades, then...
It means the ruler of Hades can release her.
That's assuming everything remained as it was. Fine. I'll get you into Hades. But I'm not going with you.
If that's what you prefer, by all means.
It's fine, Hermes. Get this over with.
So one quick thing. Do you remember when Apollo was telling you that he cannot go to Hades because of his first son that died?
Yes.
Now, testing your knowledge of mythology, do you remember who was Apollo's son?
Oh. It wasn't Achilles, was it? No.
No.
I
Think
don't
about
remember
somebody who could get him probably barred from going into Hades.
Apollo's children. I have the family tree in here somewhere.
I can tell you that according to some myths, actually that was the child of Apollo and Calliope.
Oh, shit. Why am I forgetting all of their names right now?
It's no matter.
It's because I don't have caffeine in my system. That's why my brain's not fully functioning.
Don't worry. I'm quite sure you will remember soon enough.
Okay.
Shall I wait here or?
No. I'm not gonna lie to them. Hermes has always treated me fairly.
Oh, hey, if it isn't Apollo and Grace and, Persephone. Wow, the whole gang, huh?
I'm afraid I have to call in that favor. I need you to take Grace and Persephone to Hades.
Oh, man, I don't know. Athena specifically said I wasn't supposed to take anyone, you know? No matter what.
Oh, this is pointless. They're never gonna help us, Apollo.
Can I ask what's going on? Nobody ever tells me anything, and you want me to get in huge trouble, but for what?
It's the last piece of the puzzle.
It's the only way to find out why Calliope was trying to contact the Fates.
The Fates?
There's something going on, Hermes. I'm at the edge of it, but without the Fates, I'll never know the truth.
And that means going to Hades, with or without Athena's permission.
Okay.
Just in the trunk.
You need to come back.
You sure?
Yeah, feels like the right thing.
Be careful, Grace. And remember, the underworld doesn't give up its shades without a price.
I think I can tell her the rules, Apollo. Let's go.
I mean, Persephone would know the rules best.
Yeah.
Welcome to the real underworld.
Seen better days, I guess.
Wow.
A little bit.
It feels so empty. So lonely.
It's not completely empty. Neither is the throne, for that matter. A bitter shade named Orpheus has been squatting on it since my exile.
Oh, God
I
damn
fully
it.
expect he'll be waiting for us.
So now do you remember that name?
Oh, of course it was Orpheus, because...
Yeah.
God damn it.
According to mythology, the son of Apollo and Calliope.
Calliope. Yeah. God damn it.
I mean, I guess with what Orpheus tried to pull, that might be why Apollo is not allowed into Hades anymore.
Maybe, yeah. And he's also eternally separated from
Eurydice, yes.
Eurydice.
Because of what happened.
Why haven't you mentioned him?
You didn't think to mention earlier that the throne was occupied?
Because it's irrelevant. Orpheus isn't an idol. He's just an angry little man clinging to an existence that doesn't want him any longer.
And what are we supposed to do? Organize an armed resistance? Challenge him to a duel?
That's what you're here for.
I'm gonna fight him?
Oh, you'll see.
We're gonna sing together, and I'm very excited. Sounds exciting.
So there's gonna be a fight? Good. I need something to punch.
Don't get too excited, Grace. Orpheus is hardly a worthy foe.
Really?
I don't know.
Even though he took your throne?
He took an empty throne after I left. That does not make him a king. Just someone else that's in my way.
Oof.
In our way, you mean?
Yes, in our way.
Okay, who's Orpheus?
Who is this Orpheus? The name sounds familiar.
It should. His is a popular tale among mortals regarding how he once came to the underworld to retrieve his love, Eurydice, and left with nothing. Hades tricked him, you see. And with Hades dead, the blame has evidently fallen to me.
So he's not a fan of yours.
He is not a fan, no. Not that it matters.
Okay.
Okay, so there's an angry ghost sitting on your throne. Anything else about this trip you've neglected to mention?
Come, it's time to cross the Styx.
We're about to meet my other favorite NPC.
The ferryman will come soon. As we are not dead, you will need to convince him you are worthy of passage. State your case clearly and with determination.
That's a big boat.
I am Persephone, also known as Despoina and Kore Sotiera, once queen of the underworld, and shall be again. No, Corone, I did not bring you any cards. I am not you.
I'm the last muse.
Hey there! I'm Grace, idol and last of the muses. Is that enough?
Of course she's a muse. Why would she lie about such a thing? He says he's always liked the muses and that you're very pretty. No, she didn't. Neither of us brought games to play with you, Corone. Stop asking.
Is he always like this?
I mean, I would personally go with this. But we can go with this.
Yeah.
Has he, always been like this?
Once he was as grim as the grave itself. Time has clearly eroded his gravitas. And it appears I'll have to find Cerberus as he's gotten himself lost. Wonderful.
Oh my god.
Let's get underway, Corone. It's a long ride to the throne room.
I absolutely adore Charon. He's amazing. And he's so sweet.
Serby. He got lost.
Yeah. Apparently Orpheus cannot even take care of a dog.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't touch that. Way too much for you. Overload you. Blow a fuse. Every story. Every memory winds up here in the water. I used to dream that this river would rise, swallow the anger, tears in my eyes. Then suddenly I was found alone. I destroyed Hades, but was denied his throne.
Ilia's dead here, isn't it?
Everything here is fading away. She needs her queen.
We're here for Freddy, too.
I killed the king fair and square. They had no right to take it from me.
What happened wasn't your fault.
It wasn't your fault. There was no right or wouldn't know where to turn. Candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn.
Someone's coming. There's music floating through. Someone's coming. And it has me singing too. We have visitors. I think we all know what to do. To the throne room. This bard's about to meet a muse.
There's someone singing with us.
That would be Orpheus.
Is he a muse?
Oh, he's so much more than that.
Focus on Orpheus.
Someone's
You
coming.
better be ready.
A wolf is waiting in the tree.
He's a master of his
Someone's
craft.
coming.
We have to take
I
back
can feel them howling at the
what
moon.
is mine.
Forget why we came here.
There's a name here
I won't forget,
that reeks
but you
of
can bet he knows
enemies.
someone's coming.
It's about time, Persephone.
Orpheus, what happened to the music?
Yeah, that was a cute one.
I have been waiting for you, Persephone, for so long. And you brought a muse. Hi. Lovely tune, by the way. Can't remember the last time I collaborated with someone so talented. No offense, Benny. My underwear. Let me treat you to a song. A welcome gift. I have the floor. It is mine, after all. Muse. Any requests? Questions?
Are you really that good?
Are you really that good?
I love that you chose it.
Down, down, loop it. I wouldn't say that I'm good. I wouldn't say that I'm great. I wouldn't say that my timing's perfect. I wouldn't say that I'm late.
But you can say that he's the
Best that's ever been. Best you've ever seen. Best you've ever heard.
I think I chose porn.
Didn't engage. Thing.
What's your issue with Persephone?
I absolutely love that he went with the blue option here first because it's amazing.
I love that so much.
What's your problem with Persephone?
Do, 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 loop it. Do, do, do. I didn't do what I was told, didn't know that it was all a game. I didn't think that he would do it. And Eurydice was gone. And Persephone, you stood right beside him and said, what a shame. He was always gonna kill her and you knew it. And I never got to have my revenge. My pain never ends. I see you now. Persephone won't turn my back. Won't turn my back. Turn my back on you again.
It wasn't your fault. How are you to react? It wasn't your fault. Now there's no turning back. If my love was taken, I wouldn't know where to turn. Your candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn.
This tete-a-tete is over. If he's the victim, what am I?
Queen, let's not lose our composure. The muse understands.
Well, I won't comply. I'd rather die.
You're both fighting over nothing.
Corpses in crowns, tangled and trapped. Eyes full of cobwebs, only looking back. Don't you see what I see? to me you're both the same. The same?
I like what you're doing, Muse, but I thought you'd be on my side.
I like what you're doing, but I
To blame for the hell that he's been in.
scrutinize them both.
You're the reason I'm here. I'm not here to give in.
Oh, you think I will? Can I get this through both of your heads? You're fighting over something that's dead. I mean, you should have seen this coming.
There's no point in reasoning with him, Grace.
Oh, I believe she was speaking to us both.
I certainly wish I'd seen you.
Oh my god. I've had it with this.
It isn't your fault. Hades broke you both down. It isn't your fault. This is a literal ghost town. But you're forgetting Freddy. I just want her return. Candle isn't finished. It's a slow burn. It's a slow burn. It's a slow burn.
Oh god. Ah. It's not Orpheus. He does not get to keep it. But at the same time, I think they should both move on. But at the same time, I also want Persephone to have the throne so I can talk to the Fates and so I can get Freddy back.
That's your choice to make. I mean, Orpheus only took the throne because it was empty.
Hades belongs to Persephone.
That throne doesn't belong to you, and you know it. If I didn't do what I was told, I'd be dragged across the palace floor. Hades can't hurt us anymore. But Eurydice still gone. For what it's worth, you've my apology. But I assure you, nothing more. For deep down you know that there's no revenge.
The pain never ends.
The pain never ends.
There's no revenge.
This was never gonna end the way you wanted to. And I won't turn my back. I won't turn my back on you again.
I'd forgotten how sweet a melody could be. Such thoughts become clouded in this place. Forgive me, my lady of the night.
An empty chair for an empty kingdom.
It's yours now.
Still think it's worth taking?
I do, actually. I can only hope that somewhere Hades can see me, sitting on his chair.
Now for the bad news.
I'm guessing now's when you break the bad news. Am I right?
You knew?
I suspected. Now I know. I'd still like to hear it, though.
I lied. Even if we could find Freddy, you couldn't bring her back. The laws of death are not so easily circumvented.
And the Fates?
They will not help you or anyone. Even if you could speak to them, they will not care. and never have.
Sounds like spoken from experience about them not fates not caring.
You could have told me.
You didn't once consider telling me? I might have helped you regardless.
You, perhaps. But Apollo? I suppose we'll never know.
So that's it.
That's it then. We came here for nothing.
I doubt the fates would have responded even to the mirror, Grace. And the boundaries of death cannot be commanded away. Not even by the ruler of Hades.
Which you weren't gonna share. Not while you still had a shot at sticking it to Hades.
At the very least, I had hoped we might find your friend's spirit.
Why? We can't bring her back.
Not without great sacrifice, no. No, the rules of death are clear. Yet you might have spoken to her. I know what it's like not to get the chance to say goodbye.
Hey.
Freddie, you're here.
Yeah, I've actually been watching you since you arrived. It's not like there's much else going on.
Fred,
No, don't even start, Grace. I made my decision. I don't regret it one bit.
I wish I could undo it.
I do. I want to go back. I want it all to go back. It's not supposed to end like this.
This isn't the end. Hey, it's not by a long shot. You still have the whole story to finish.
Without you?
Yeah. Without me.
I don't want to.
Well, I don't blame you. I happen to be really good company. Hey, no.
I guess this is it, huh?
Almost. I found someone while I was down here. Someone you really need to meet.
Calliope? This... You can't be real. Your soul is inside Grace.
My Eidolon is inside Grace. The rest of me... I'm here, Persephone.
This is real.
I'm just still confused about the soul.
I don't get it. I thought the Eidolon was Calliope's soul. But if that's true, then...
The Eidolon is what makes us an idol, but it's not our soul. Each of us adds a piece to it as it passes on.
But what about the memories?
The memories are but a reflection. And after the Eidolon is passed on, old memories become a reflection of a reflection. That's why the idols have forgotten so much. You knew this truth once, Persephone. Long ago.
I guess you guys weren't just friends.
I guess you two were better acquainted than you said. Huh, Persephone?
We parted ways years ago. Persephone couldn't take my lectures any longer.
I'd take them now. I miss them.
No, you don't. Think about how bitterly we argued at the end. Don't blame yourself. Not when there are so many fond memories to cherish instead.
Tell us what happened.
We need to know what happened to you, Calliope. How did you die?
Why didn't you come to me? If you were in trouble, I would have protected you.
I know you would have. But I couldn't let you be drawn into Apollo's prophecy as well.
Apollo's prophecy?
He didn't tell you? No, I don't suppose he could have. It's a long story.
I think I understand.
You don't mean to say that Apollo is responsible for your death, right? But his prophecy is.
Yes. It said I needed to die.
Someone else knew about the prophecy. Athena.
No.
Then she sent the Furies after me when I went to the reliquary. I barely escaped. I fled back to the mortal world. To you.
Why me?
Why come to me? Of all the places you could have run to, why come to my apartment?
Because I was dying.
But I couldn't save you. I barely even knew you.
I was wandering the streets that night, wondering if I should go to the reliquary or just flee. And I heard you singing. I followed you home after to see where you lived. I didn't know what would happen to me, but I thought, just in case, I knew I had to hold out until I reached you.
None of this is your fault.
I don't blame you, in case you're wondering.
You don't?
You didn't ask for all this to happen. You did the best you could, Calliope.
Thank you for saying that, Grace. Truly.
So why did you go to the reliquary?
Why did you go to the reliquary? We know about the mirror, but...
You wanted to annul the prophecy.
And the Fates are the only ones who could, if they would even help me. I doubted it, but I was desperate. I never got the chance to ask. Someone told Athena where I was going, and she must have realized what I meant to do.
But how did she get the Furies to attack you? They aren't pets. You didn't break any of the old laws.
I don't know. Maybe it's something the ruler of the idols can do. But you'd have to ask Athena.
You went to Pan for the key?
You went to Pan for the key to the reliquary, right?
Yes. He's the reason I knew about Nyx's mirror, actually. He told me about it long ago.
He told Medusa where you went. She, I expect, told Athena.
Oh. Pan couldn't have known what it would mean. I didn't explain.
That's it. You forgive him, just like that.
I'm sure he feels guilty enough, my love.
Well, Calliope is not one to hold a grudge. Persephone is.
Persephone is. Tell me about the prophecy.
Apollo hates using his power. Why would he have given a prophecy to Athena?
Because she demanded it. She was desperate.
How did you even find out?
Apollo was horrified after he delivered the prophecy, and he refused to stay silent. And he came to warn me. He was torn. Telling me meant I was locked into it. I still think he did the right thing. Though I expect he disagrees.
What did it say?
What was the prophecy? Surely I need to hear it.
If I tell you, you'll be locked into it, just like me.
But the prophecy doesn't just say you have to die. There's more to it, right? They always require interpretation.
Apollo told Athena that. He begged her not to jump to conclusions, but maybe she was right.
Is it about me too?
It doesn't just involve you, does it? It involves me. It must, or you wouldn't hesitate.
Athena wanted to know if there was a way to save the idols. The answer was this. The idols cannot continue so long as the last muse lives.
And I'm the last muse.
And now you know the prophecy.
Now we know the truth.
That's it then. Now we know the whole truth.
We need to confront Athena. Apollo, too, for not telling us what she'd done.
If he had, Grace would have been locked into the same fate as Calliope.
We don't know that.
We do.
We do, though.
With how that was phrased, we absolutely do know that.
This isn't fair.
It isn't fair, Freddy. This isn't how it's supposed to go.
So many years of history, fights the highest of miseries. I'm so proud of you, but it's time to go.
I never truly saw before how trapped we were, so far from shore. Great at the time, but it's time to go.
It's time to go.
I'll miss you.
Deep within my soul, you will remain with me, a best friend through the dark. Gone, you're irreplaceable. It's time to go. It was quick and so was I. I was not prepared to die, but Grace, I choose this, and I know you'll die. It's time.
So many years of history,
The fights, the highs, the miseries. I'm so proud, Grace.
Freddy, I gave everything to watch you go. I know. Now it's time to go.
It's time to go.
Ouch.
I can tell you one thing about that song that could have happened, but that
You've
will
returned.
probably make you more sad.
Later.
Sure.
And I see Freddy isn't with you. I'm so sorry, Grace. Did you at least get to speak to the Fates?
No.
Then what happened?
We found Calliope.
Then we found Calliope.
Calliope, but her Eidolon is inside you. How
It
could...
doesn't work like that. The Eidolon is only a part of an idol. The rest just...
Calliope told us what happened. The prophecy, how you warned her, how you've been lying to us. You knew. You knew the truth this entire time, even when you said you were helping Grace.
Yes. Yes, I did.
I understand.
You were trying to protect me, right? You didn't want me to share Calliope's fate?
I thought I could nudge you in the right direction. Help you find the truth without learning about the prophecy.
Well, you failed. We know it now.
You're locked into it.
Isn't the prophecy open to interpretation? Couldn't you be wrong about how it ends?
When am I not wrong, Grace?
True.
That's right. Leave. It's what you're best at.
Yeah, she doesn't know when to stop sticking those needles in him.
Yeah.
I don't know how this will affect your trial. We could tell them what we've learned. Even without proof, it makes enough sense that Athena couldn't just brush it off. But if she believes you need to die in order to save the idols, if she truly believes that, it won't matter what anyone says.
We should make a deal.
Does there still need to be a trial? If we go to Athena privately, maybe we could work out some kind of deal.
She won't make a deal. All that will afford her is a chance to kill you before the trial.
She tried that once already.
And your friend died as a result. No, it's a clever thought, but Athena needs to be challenged in front of everyone. When you go to the trial, I'll back your play, up to and including overthrowing Athena. Calliope would approve.
Yeah, probably.
What about...
Just so you understand, our chances aren't good. I suggest you do whatever necessary to prepare.
Great.
So we can do like one more person with confronting, and then the rest we will do in the evening, because I will have to jet in 15 minutes. So.
Oh wow.
So who do you want to confront first?
Apollo.
Also, do you want to know that sad thing that I could tell you about the visit to Hades?
Yes.
There was a way to save Freddy. But by doing so, she would become the last muse. Because you needed a great sacrifice, and passing on the Eidolon is the greatest sacrifice. You wouldn't die, you would be alive, but she would be the muse. So you would basically bring her back for the trial. So bring her back just for her to face probably getting killed again.
Yeah, no.
Also, she did make that choice on her own, and she did say she was fine with it.
I know. Still sad.
Yeah. Okay, so Apollo.
Oh, it's you. Paul comes in, mopier than his usual mopey self, and won't say a word about why. But of course, it's you.
Is he okay?
Is he okay? He left my place pretty upset. I'm concerned.
Oh, you're concerned. Well, I guess the rest of us just better get out of your way, huh? Look, I'm not stupid. I don't buy into this god crap, but I know Paul and the rest of you are not on the right side of normal. Even so, Paul is a good guy. Leave him alone. He doesn't want to talk to you.
It's all right, Oracle. I think Grace and I need a moment alone, if you please.
Oh, sure. Don't mind me. It's not like I was in the middle of anything.
I didn't mean for it to end up this way.
I'm worried about you.
So you've said. I'm more worried about you, actually.
Worried about me? After all you've been through?
I lost Freddy. I can't lose anyone else.
When I first became Apollo, I was so sure I could help people. help the world. I ignored the warnings. You have no idea how many lives I ruined before I stopped. I never should have given in to Athena. This one time, I thought that maybe it will be different.
That went well.
You don't know everything.
You don't know everything, Apollo. Half the problem is that you and every other idol thinks they do.
What do you mean?
Trying to prevent the prophecy is what's making it come true.
So you want to, what, stop trying?
Maybe.
I hope you can forgive me, Grace.
I know you meant well.
I hope that one day we'll be as close friends as you were with Calliope.
Maybe not that close.
I guess all that remains is the trial.
I mean, I'd be okay with it.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, Grace. I'll be standing right there by you.
Thank you.
And I think this is where we will finish for now and resume in the evening. We only have 2 more people to confront and then go to the auditorium, and after that, the epilogue.
Okay.
I'm not exactly... I would be probably available around the time we normally start Gauntlet, so let me finish the stream and we will talk about this.
Okay.